Hello and welcome back to Hyperdimension Neptunia, you action unleashed, the Let's Play blind with near Rambler. Right then, since last time I've done a little bit more grinding, and this is the state of play for the girls. So this is Neptune and Noir, Blanc again, I can't believe I still struggle to remember her name, Vert, Nepgear, Uni, Ram, and Dengekiko, as well as Famitsu. I've managed to get the ultimate weapons for, or at least the 3-star weapons for every girl now except Rom and Ram, simply because we haven't unlocked the monster that gives the medals for us to get those weapons in the first place. I have, however, unlocked some more accessories to the X standard, being EX as opposed to just letter X on their own. So the girls are pretty hyped up, and not only are they high levels as last time, but also they've got some accessories that boost their stats up even further, which is kind of handy. So without further ado, let's carry on and let's do some new quests. This is Nepgear and Vert. The gear I dropped in a cave turned into a monster, as it does. Can you please stop my poor gear? Yeah. Okie dokie, we can do that. So let's do it.
Now loading.
I actually have something to talk about again today in this video, with regards to the gaming world, while we do these quests.
I had best hurry home and
let's get started first before we do.
Friends.
Of course you do, Vert. Of course you do. Because you're lovely, that's why. Anyway, and a nerd as well. I wish they looked like this most of the time. Anyway, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. No, I'm glad that there is a variety of female gaming nerds out there. I apologise, sorry. I'm letting my eyes and her breasts dictate what I say. Right, what are we doing? Oh yeah, grab stuff. So, what I want to talk about? Yeah, I found out that, I know it's oldish news now, I suppose, it's a few days old, but I didn't realise that Atari, of all companies, which I thought had pretty much just become a sort of name that, you know, gets used from time to time when certain groups get rights to use the name to publish things or something like that, because it's just been floating around for a while now. Well, it was actually bought, the name itself, or I think the Atari Corp or whatever, or Atari Incorporated or whatever it's called now, it was actually bought in 2013 by a group, and now in 2017 it's been announced by Atari during E3, I didn't notice this, that they're making a new console. Atari are making a new console, and from what I've gathered from the very thin information that is out there, it's actually going to be a proper console. A proper console. Oh, that was done really quickly, by the way, girls. Jesus. Not that I'm complaining, though.
Such wonderful results. Level up.
Fantastic. There's probably going to be some dialogue as well, I believe, maybe.
Thank you very much for this kind gift, Vert. I've always wanted a nifty gear like this one. Are you sure I can have it?
Well, it was somebody else's, and then it turned into a monster, and it said put it down, so if you just turn around and say, yeah, we put it down, it's gone, it's destroyed, they're not going to know that you were able to salvage it and keep it for yourself.
I insist. I want only to help you get exactly what you desire, nothing more.
So that I can eventually have you as my sister, using Stockholm Syndrome presents and other kinds of seductive capabilities.
I'll return your kindness, I promise. What an enticing promise. May I ask that you call me Big Sister Vert, or better yet, my beloved Vert. Thank you ever so much, my beloved Vert.
That's probably the safest option.
Why, you are quite welcome, Gigi. Oh, Vert, can you not call me that? That's a Compa exclusive.
Bird.
Now I can make my sister perform more feats. I need to get back to my tinkering right away. Please come and play with me again, Vert. Her joy brings me joy. Although I do grow jealous at how Nepgear spends every second fawning over Neptune.
It's because she's her sister. But never mind, Vert. One day
Now
you'll have her
loading.
for yourself. Okay, now that quest's done then, let's carry on, shall we?
Yes.
Me, myself and I, the one and only, I am always the only one, and yet I may have fallen for you, but I only need me.
Yes.
Well, it's one of those mystery ones, so without further ado, let us... oops, I'm going to use Neptune for this one. And Nepgear, might as well, why not? Let's try and solve this one then. But yeah, Atari are making their own new console. Apparently it's based on PC architecture, probably similar to what's going on at the moment with the Xbox One X, Xbox One, PS4, PS4 Pro and all that. It's called the Atari Box for now. I hope that isn't the actual name they give it. I hope they give it something a bit cooler than that. It might end up just being you know, a fancy programmable emulator machine for the old Atari games. Who knows? It might even be just a niche thing. It might be, well, crap. But from all the information that's been leaked out so far, it is going to be a full-on console. Now, I highly doubt that it's going to be on par with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and all that, but to be honest with you, I don't care. It's a new console. If people can actually program games for it, and it has its own capabilities, and some developers give it a go, even if they're indie developers, I'm all fucking for it. I'll buy one, quite happily, if it's a proper full-on console. It doesn't have to have the latest technology. Look at Nintendo, for example, with the Switch and the Wii U. That didn't use the latest technology, and it did quite well. Well, not the Wii U so much, but I do like the Wii U. Switch does, though. So why not? I'm all for it. I wish Sega would do the same thing. I know it costs millions, if not billions, in research and development for consoles. I must say that. But apparently Atari, or the CEO of Atari, currently said that they've been working on this for a number of years now. So my best guess is they've been working on it at the very earliest since 2013, when the company was acquired by who's currently owning it at the moment. So maybe 2014 onwards, so 3 years. It's not really enough for a full-on console, but it doesn't matter. As long as... Oh, keep moving. Let's go. As long as, you know, it's a console that can have games for it, I'll buy it. I'm interested in a Switch as well. I mean, I wasn't originally, but I have to say, Oh, we've done it! Fuck, that was easy. Okay. Well done, Neptune.
Level up.
Brilliant. Good times. Okay, well, that was easy. But like I said, yeah, I'll buy it. You know, or at least be interested to see what comes out of it. We'll find out, but that's really cool. So yeah, I wish Sega would do something similar, even if it's just a, you know, another sort of emulator machine. I know, again, business perspective-wise, you've got to be careful with how you approach it. Again, millions of billions for console development and research and development and all that stuff. It's not easy, and like I said, with Atari, they've probably done it within a budget, like a really, really big budget, smaller budget than, say, Sony and Microsoft, because they obviously won't have as much money. So yeah, it's probably nothing going to be too special, but it's just exciting to hear nonetheless. You never know until it has been confirmed exactly what it is. I is curious, and I is not trying to get too hyped, but I is at least thinking, I'm intrigued. Please, I shall register my interest, etc., etc. Anyway, right, that's all I wanted to know. But all I wanted to say, even, sorry. Let's carry on. Haunting. Hello. I own a mansion, but I don't have enough. Enough!
Yes.
I'm guessing he doesn't have enough jacuzzis. That's probably what it is, because in a mansion you need jacuzzis.
Now loading.
How else are you going to get all those luscious babes in there?
Worship my gratitude.
But for someone who owns a mansion in a cave, that seems a bit odd. Oh, there's a chest. Oh, there's several chests.
The next dimension is ready.
Okay. I guess we'll grab it. Collect target item. Alright. I'm not going to exactly fight the enemies just yet. Because I just want to see how this quest is going to work out. There's a lot of dogos. Music-wise, you know, nothing special, but it's that foreboding music, isn't it? So I'm guessing there's loads of these items, and one of them's the right one? Or are we just going around in circles? I don't know. As I said, I can't be asked to fight them at the moment because I'm just sort of wanting to collect. I think if it's a collect an item quest, you might as well just go and find the items. Unless it's hidden within the dogos itself. I don't know. There's a couple more over here. Maybe it's just pick up the items and that's it. Rare item as well, it says. Interesting. Another one down there. Okay. This is really weird because you say you own a mansion and you don't have enough what? Dogos? Chocolate biscuits? It's jacuzzis, isn't it? Jacuzzis and chocolate biscuits. That's what it is. God, there's lots of these items everywhere. Oh, we've done it! Hey! Oh, there you go. That was quite easy. So we didn't get any experience, but it doesn't really matter because that was the name of the quest. Oh, we got 10,000 experience points. Whatevers. Sorry if you can hear a hedge trimmer or a chainsaw or something in the background there. I've got the window open. It's very hot today.
Another fun quest. I'm drained. So, how about we go home and play some games?
Sounds like a plan.
If you have the energy to play games, spend it on saying something marginally interesting for once.
Alright, Noir, bitch.
Quest tired me out as well. Let us wrap this up quick. Is the investigation ongoing?
Right. Famitsu, Dengekiko. Any news regarding the increased number of quest postings?
We have more info, actually. Here's what I found out. There are more quests simply because there are more monsters.
Dun dun dun! I never would have guessed.
Makes sense. I mean, did you see how many spawned on the screen at once? It was like, whoa.
It certainly was like, oh, whoa.
People are anxious. That causes
Anything else?
monsters and whatnot to go wild. They seem to thrive on that feeling. In turn, this increases the number of monsters, which heightens anxiety throughout all of game industry.
So it's just a vicious cycle.
More monsters, more anxiety. And so the self-serving cycle repeats, like a recycling plan for evil.
Absolutely. How tragic. Whatever can we do?
That's odd. After the first article did so well, wouldn't the people be less anxious knowing about us?
Good point.
We've been working hard, so I feel like the number of monsters should be decreasing by quite a bit.
If only that were the sole issue, you'd be right in that case. There'd be fewer quests, but...
Your article was poorly written with spelling errors and grammar mistakes. Probably that's why.
with the number of monsters going up, it leads us to believe that something else is at play here.
It could very well be your bosses, or your boss even. I think he might have a hand in
We
it.
postulate that a new type of monster has been introduced, complicating the matter at hand. This
Really?
theoretical monster would be very powerful, which would explain the global feelings of anxiety.
Well, surely you would have seen it by now if that was the case.
New monsters being added to our bestiary is kind of normal, though.
Yeah.
That
Game
brings us
progression.
to the information I managed to dig up. Look,
Okay.
I investigated the content of all quests completed in the past.
Okay. And what did you find out?
Do you see it? Some of these quests were filed together with a different quest. That's why there are so many.
Wait, some of these quests were filed together with a different quest. Oh, I see. So there was like 2 or 3 at once, if that makes sense. Being filed at the same time. Is that what you mean?
So you mean to say that someone was sliding extra quests in?
Yes.
Could those
I
be
was
from
roughly
someone
right, I
other
think.
than our people? Precisely. Someone is pulling the strings of both the people and the monsters.
I still think it's going to be your
I
boss.
think it's safe to assume
He can make a profit from
introduction
it.
of new monsters is also due to this someone. But there's no telling if these new monsters are being manufactured here or simply corralled from elsewhere.
And here I thought you'd just strong-arm the info out of your contacts. I guess you can do some pretty solid investigative journalism when you try, Famitsu.
I don't think she needs to. She only just has to approach them, and if they're male or lesbian, they're going to fall head over heels in love with her because she's so hot. All she has to do is just ask and be her normal, charming self. They'll pour everything out to her.
But my snide remarks aside, this really is good stuff. Wasn't it hard to piece this all together?
Not so much hard as time well spent. I mean, you checked all the more recent quests, didn't you, Dengekiko? Anyway, that's it from us.
Thanks. It was interesting. That said, I may as well ask. Were either of you two involved in the more recent events, work-wise?
Oh?
Good question. Let's see. Whoa! Wait a sec! Are you accusing us of causing all this ruckus?
She might be.
Blonde, do you really suspect them?
Why wouldn't she?
No. But it's strange that they didn't know anything about this until we pointed it out. After the first article, they came back with a follow-up idea, as if knowing more quests would come in.
Ooh, very shrewd, Blanc. Very shrewd.
Isn't it curious how conveniently this has been working out for them?
You're pretty hard-boiled, Blonde. This is confidential info, so I can't get too detailed, but...
You're absolutely right. Look, a tree! And they all died. The end.
Dengekiko and I were aware of it before you brought it up. All we had were hunches, though.
Damn, I was wrong.
I guess you could say we were withholding information. I'm sorry we had to do that.
Though they could be lying out of their butt, it is like the perfect cover, or like the perfect
We
defense.
thought something might happen, but we sure didn't expect it to be as major a scoop as it is now. Maybe we were given our special items in order to properly report on what was going to happen. One thing's for sure. We're not involved in this fiasco any more than you CPUs are.
How could you accuse these lovely girls this way, Blonde? Look at them. They are so lovely and innocent, working for the media, a properly ethical, philosophical, wonderful, supportive and positive company or business practice, and they never do anything wrong and anything for money. You know, they only want to tell the truth. How could you accuse these lovely girls of doing such a thing?
Since readers already think we're paid off for good reviews and positive spin, we'd never try something like this.
Even so, it's frightening that Blonde would be able to dig up this much dirt. Were we that transparent?
No, everyone else is just oblivious to these sorts of things. I'm making sure my siblings are safe, that's all.
Fair enough.
That's commendable. If you like, I could endorse you as an up-and-coming journalist.
Ooh, there's a good spin.
Interesting, but I'll pass. If I worked there, my sisters would be scared to comment on my posts online.
God, Blonde is intelligent, isn't she? She's proper intelligent. Not saying that the other girls aren't, but damn, she's been really bright in this game.
That's your excuse?
All that babble is way too babbly for my brook of a brain, but we just gotta clear quests, right?
I like Neptune as well for the fact that she knows she's innocent and a bit ditzy, and she just rolls with it. I like girls like that as well. Or men, but mostly girls, because I fancy girls. I like girls like that as well. Nothing wrong
You
with that.
like to keep things simple, don't you, Neptune? But you're right. All that talk was unnecessary, huh?
Wasn't unnecessary, it was interesting. But I do like Neptune's way of just keeping things simple. I've been trying to do that a lot lately. Not doing a great job of it, but at least I'm trying. Try till you succeed.
Flattery will get you anything you want. Let's just hurry up and get this whole mess unmessed.
Hurry, you say. I hope it'll be as easy as you seem to think.
I don't know, but with Chapter 2 clear, we're on the way.
I wonder if they noticed. I'm over here!
No, we didn't notice. A new threat! Next gen mech!
Next gen mech.
Now
I said
loading.
it better. Right, okay then.
It seems the person we should be looking for is somewhere around Planitude. Huh?
Planitude? Wait! It's not me, I swear! Why does it always have to be me?
Well, you do mess around with the tech girl. Maybe you do have something to do with it.
Nobody even hinted that they were suspecting you. What? Do you know something?
Well, goodness.
Oh?
Be brave, Miss Napier.
Tell the truth! Tell the truth! You've been backstabbing us all this time!
Oh, thank you, Ron. I'm just a bit flustered because our nation's name came out. Aren't you, Neptune?
No, I think that's awesome because it means less walking for me.
And that is proper intellect. Right there. That's a genius.
Nepgear's adorable, responsible nature made its appearance, I see. You should learn from her, Neptune.
Yeah, be responsible for your land. How about being worried or shocked or anything besides lazy for a change?
This is Neptune we're talking about? She probably forgot what she may have done by now anyway.
Hey, come on. I was acting chill so Nep Jr. wouldn't feel so glum. Yeah, that's my role, so there.
Don't you let them intimidate you, Neptune. See, you could worry, you could be shocked, you could be upset, but all those negative emotions just hold you back from what you need to do to solve the problem to make everyone happy again. Though, you know, in reality you really do need to occasionally be upset and angry and all that stuff because it's actually quite healthy for you in small doses or balanced doses, so yeah, don't repress those feelings, by the way, because it's not good for you.
Now loading.
Seriously, don't do that. You've got every right to be upset, angry or
You
annoyed.
wouldn't lie to kids, would you? Whatever. Let's get this over with. I'll show everyone what I'm capable of. Yeah. Noir and I are enough to wrap this whole thing up.
I'll shut up, you two.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. We must produce clear results before we can say things have been resolved.
Absolutely.
And we won't be able to do that unless we get moving.
our advance was unnoticed, the enemy probably hasn't fled to someplace else. And if our target hasn't moved, then we know where to look.
We might not know who our target is yet, but we'll figure it out when someone tries to run away from us.
I guess?
Then we should make haste before the target decides to move on. No more quests after this, huh?
Okay, let's rock and roll out. Off to face our unknown target.
Who it is doesn't matter really. With all of us involved, they won't stand a chance.
It's gonna be Shadow Mewtwo, isn't it? That thing, Shadow Mewtwo, that guy, he is fucking freaky in Pokemon
No matter how strong
fuck's sake,
we
Pokken
don't
Tournament.
know what to expect.
Although I have to say, I've got the Wii U version of Pokken Tournament. Pretty good game, by the way. I'm really annoyed that the version on Switch gets all the extra DLC and extra characters that was released with the arcade version recently. Yet the Wii U version's being completely ignored. Fuck off. Come on, Pokemon Company, whatever the fuck your name is. Come on, Bandai Namco Games. Update the Wii U version. I know the Wii U's dead in the water now, but over 1 million copies of that game were sold on the Wii U. Actually, tell a lie. Nearly 1 million copies were sold on the Wii U. It's what made the game popular in the first place because it wasn't doing so well in the arcades. You owe it to them. And you can still make money. You can charge for it. I'll pay for it. I don't give a shit. But just fucking do it, alright? Because there is quite a few 100,000 people out there doing it. I know it's not a large number, but, you know, they're going to be pissed at you. Don't pull a bullshit one. Put the content on the Wii U version, please. Thank you. Anyway, rant over.
You think we could be defeated? Well, without knowing our enemy, I suppose it is a possibility.
Right. I wonder who it is. I hope it isn't something cute. Fighting cute things is tough.
Not in my books, it isn't.
Being cute won't
But it's tough,
change how
but
I'm
it's
going
not
to deal with it.
something I'm against.
Bang! Just you watch. I wonder if it has legs or if it's missing a neck.
You've been playing too much Resident Evil, girl. It's cool. Doesn't matter.
No neck? I bet it's a fish then. I'll catch it and we can fry it for dinner.
And Ram is someone who likes to capture people, torture them, and then cook them and turn them into food. These girls need proper educating.
Great kids! I'm counting on you all. Here's to the target at least being something worthy of another article.
Weird.
What's going on?
Right, okay, new quest has been added. Learns new SP skill, equip it via the setup menu. Ah, yes, we can have a look at that actually. Setup menu, I actually discovered something really fucking stupid. No, tell a lie, I discovered something and I feel like I've been really effing stupid. In setup, if you go via the girls here, you can actually, if you use left and right on the D-pad, you can actually change what they use for the abilities when they go into SP mode. So you can actually change them. No, why not use? No, I want to use Y. Right, so we can have like Nephew Slash and all that stuff. So you can actually expand on it, which is really cool. I didn't even know you could do that. I feel like such an idiot for that. So we've got Tornado Swords for Noir, and Blanc got Uberfall! So we need to start using these now while we can.
This is the best.
Nephew Slash. Ooh.
This goes with anything.
Slash Wave. Oh, oh right, okay, it's a different thing altogether. Pretty Sprite Dree, Pretty Sprite Dree. Last Explosion, Last Explosion. Charming Bowl, Bye Bye Rising, Bye Bye Rising, Into Blaze, Into Blaze. And we're back. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, I didn't even notice that. I really should have checked that out, and that was me being stupid, so... Sorry. Right, anyway, let's save the game. Let's do City Watch then. Let's see what's new. Oh god, everything's new. Oh, it's going to take forever, isn't it? Well, whatever. At least we get to watch these time. I'm not going to skip through these because, you know.
That quest was a real toughie, but we brought peace back, so...
It wasn't a toughie, it was really easy.
I'm so sad that I didn't get to see you in action, Neptune.
Bah, it's nothing worth seeing, my intrepid Neptunior. You see plenty of action yourself, don't you? More importantly, with that quest out of the way, you and I can sit back and play forever and ever.
Don't think you can do that.
I'm okay. We just have to finish up our interviews, and then we can go have fun.
there's that at the very least.
Now loading.
And that was really worthy of a cutscene game. But whatever's.
Now loading.
We should stop telling me that.
We'll get to the bottom of this and take the spotlight.
Okay, let's take all the lights. Spot, lime, all of them.
Whoever's doing this has to know who they're dealing with.
Yes, we'll show them what happens when you try to bring evil into game industry.
I'm going to assume this is
Now
Atari
loading.
because they're making a new console. So I'm going to call it. No, I'm joking. I'm
Now
joking.
Loading.
This game's older than that.
I bet you that a fish thing really is the bad guy, Rom. I can't wait to eat it for dinner.
Maybe it's a fairy. No, I like your idea better.
Damn it, Ram! You're turning Rom into the same cannibalistic killer.
Rom,
Don't do that.
Ram,
Not
keep
that
your
Rom and
wits
Ram
about
fishes
you.
or anything.
I'll protect you both, but there's no telling what might happen.
You look so stinking serious. Isn't one CPU as strong as an army?
There are 3 of us. We can win against anything. Maybe.
I might seem overly cautious to you, but with how all of game industry was affected, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, she's just being a lovable,
Now
carefree,
loading.
protective sister. There's nothing wrong with that. And then there's poor Vert on
Now
her
loading.
own. Wah, wah, wah.
I finally cleared the quest. It took longer than expected, but as the final chapter, it was fun. Thank goodness I can return to my massive backlog of games. All I must do now is pay a visit to the fiendish individual who caused us all this hardship.
Aw, well, she seems upbeat anyway and
Now
positive.
loading.
That's the main
Thank
thing.
goodness!
Ooh, a new dungeon has been found.
What
It's a
more?
red eye in the sky.
Yes.
Great. I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen from that.
Yes.
Right, we got some new questions, some old areas. Fair enough, I guess.
Perfect.
Right, there was some. Where were we before?
Why,
Was it Reef
yes.
Cave? Yeah, we were down here, weren't we? Let's finish off these ones first before we carry on.
Yep.
So what's this one say? Powerful mechanical weapon has prevented me from hunting my prey. Can you beat it up and kill my prey while you're at it? Thanks. Lazy git.
Perfect.
Alright, no worries. We're going to have Neptune again and
I'll do
Famitsu.
my best.
Although I should have chosen
Now
Famitsu, really.
loading.
She had the lower level there, but it doesn't matter. I'll choose Famitsu for the next quest.
I'd rather play games than do these quests, but keep that a secret.
Well, your secret is safe and sound with me and my many subscribers who watch this. They're pretty good people. In fact, they're very good people. They'll be fine. Right, okay. Kill! Excellent. So yeah, while we're beating up enemies, I don't really know what else to talk about, really, game-wise. I mean, gaming news. I mean, there's stuff out there, I suppose. Oh yeah, there was the Wii U Pocket Tournament thing, but I kind of already said that. Annoyed about that, but whatever's. Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, so it hasn't been a riveting E3, but it certainly hasn't been a dull one either. It's just basically, I mean, it really, E3 is only interesting when new hardware is announced, you know, like a new console or a new thing. So with Atari doing it, that was interesting, but it was quite a small show, so that's why I missed it. But even so, pretty damn cool. Oh, I know something we can talk about that's been in the news lately for gaming. Bloody Take-Two getting rid of ordering Open4, the mod community, to cease and desist their operations in terms of being able to mod Grand Theft Auto games. That's wrong. I mean, to be fair though, it's not completely wrong because it is wow, that was powerful. It was a grey area in terms of being able to mod games in the way that they did. Some companies are okay with it. I can understand Take-Two deciding to clamp down on it because at the end of the day, as much as it's a douchey move and can really upset the gaming community that's relied on it, I can see why they've done it. It is their property. It is their property being messed with without a permission. Maybe they've done it to... They've said they've done it because they claim that Open4, its technology and all that was being used to infiltrate the Grand Theft Auto Online experience and therefore cause problems on that, giving people unfair advantages and stuff like that. Open4 have said that they have never intended to do that, and none of their stuff does do that, and it's moderated carefully. I do believe that they're correct. I think from what I've heard about Open4, they are a trustworthy bunch. They would never do that. In fact, they said Open4 was nothing to do with the online experience. It was designed to not be for the online experience. It was solely for the main game itself, you know, the single-player campaign. And again, I believe they're telling the truth. You know, why would they want to do that? But it doesn't mean that somebody third-party got access to the Open4 software stuff, that maybe obviously they use it themselves, and then decided to apply it to the online universe and wreck the experience. But at the same time, I kind of think that maybe Take-Two have done it primarily because Bethesda have announced that they're going to reintroduce paid-for mods, which has pissed off a lot of people because they tried to do that before in the past and Steam said no. And then Steam seemed, not Steam, but what's it called?
32-bit Mega Blade!
I've gone blank. Oh, Bethesda have sort of forgotten that and they're trying it again. Most people again are quite upset with that, quite rightly so. So again, it may be that they're trying to copy Bethesda, because obviously Grand Theft Auto Online is still very, very popular. Who knows? But the point being is that I don't think they should have done it in the way that they've done it. I think it was a really douchey move, and I do think that it might backfire on them, at least for the short term, because most people have used the mods and are really angry about it, saying that they don't use the mods to destroy sales of the game or, you know, try and get pirating of it or anything like that. They do it because they want to increase the lifespan of the game for themselves and create new content for free. And like I said, other developers have sort of supported it. For example, the developers behind Saints Row have been supporting the mod community for a while, apparently, for free as well, which I think is really neat. So that's cool. The fact that Take-Two haven't is annoying, but at the same time they're a big conglomerate. They make billions, or well, nearly billions now, out of the Grand Theft Auto universe. I can see why they've done it, and again, they're well within their right to do it, because at the end of the day, it is their property, it is protected. It's a douchey move, and for some reason it's taken them 10 years before they've made a move to actually threaten to close all this stuff. That's a bit odd as well. It's like they've been okay with it, and Rockstar themselves have been okay with it, but Take-Two, who own Rockstar, who therefore have the final say on things, have said no. Rockstar, on the other hand, have really liked it and actually hotspotted some of these mods and stuff on their website, which is really cool. So Rockstar are okay with it, or at least they were, but Take-Two have said no, and Take-Two are their boss, so not a lot you can do about it. But yeah, it still sucks, so I feel sorry for the Open4 community and the Open4 developers, but at the end of the day, they have turned around and said they could have fought it, but it would have cost them a lot of money legally. And I agree with them, it probably would have finished them off legally, and it would be absolutely pointless then. So I do feel for them, I really do. How did this happen to me? I was about to enjoy killing plants when these giants appeared. Can you stop them for me? This one's Plants vs Titans. Yeah, sure, no problem, mate. Let's get Famitsu into the game. What about Dengi Coco? No, she's level 60, that's level 58. Oh, let's get Blonny. Trying to level them up evenly, that's all. But, yeah, I get it. Take-Two have done it. I don't like it, and to be honest with you, I'm not going to be buying any of Take-Two's games for a while now. That means I'm not going to be buying any Rockstar games or any games that they Take-Two own and publish or whatever, because I don't support that kind of behaviour, really. I mean, again, I know they're within their rights. I'm not against that. It's the fact they've done it out of the blue, and they've done it after 10 years of not caring. It's kind of like, well, the only way that I can see it being a problem is really they want to sort of take over themselves and release mods for money, and they reckon if they already plan to do that, the Open4 is a threat to that, because then why would people pay for like mods that Take-Two and Rockstar do for themselves onto the game, you know, downloadable content and stuff, when they can just do it for free on Open4? I think it's a money reason. I think it's just to create a market, and I think a lot of people think that, which is why I don't like it, because I think it's more greed intention as opposed to anything legal or illegal. But again, they're a big company. It's their property, they can do what they want. But yeah, I'm not going to support a company that pulls a douchey move like that. To be fair though, I shouldn't support Nintendo either. I'm being a bit of a hypocrite on that way, because Nintendo, with the whole YouTube partnership program they do, is a bit shitty as well. But I'm collecting Wii U games, and the Wii U's, well, pretty much dead in the water from Nintendo, and I tend to buy them secondhand, so I'm not really supporting them direct. And when I got my Wii U a few years ago, I got it again secondhand. So again, I'm not really directly supporting Nintendo, but you could argue that, you know, I'm being a hypocrite, and that's fair enough. It's just that I'm not going to be buying, say, Red Dead Redemption 2 or anything until this matter's sorted, because I think it's just wrong. I don't want to give money to them to do that. But we'll see. I mean, you never know. We'll see what happens. It's early days yet. Maybe they'll back off a bit or make a compromise, but I highly doubt it. They've said their bit, and that's that. Same with Konami games as well, with Konami being absolute dicks, but they're even bigger dicks than Take-Two because they take it out on their employees, and they stop their employees from getting other jobs, and then basically ruining their reputation by basically telling other employers, potential employers of Konami that want to change jobs, that they're shit and unworthy, and that if they employ them then they're all wrong and all that. Sabotaging basically their careers and their names. That's just wrong. That's fucking filthy, man. So I'm not even buying Konami games either, at least brand new anyway. Fuck that shit. So, but again, it's inevitable that eventually, you know, I probably will buy a Konami game, but at the moment there isn't anything I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the Metal Gear Solid 5 or Metal Gear Solid 5 zombie thing they're doing, and they're fucking everything else up, so there's not really much incentive to go and support Konami anyway, but even so, you know. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, and like I said, Sony and Microsoft have done similar things in the past, so, you know, I say all these things, but you're right. It's hard to be able to put a name on these things. Anyway, let's stop talking about that for now. Let's do some more quests. Art! Some odd critters are making weird music. It's getting to be pretty grating, so can you get rid of them?
Okay.
Bebop Orchestra. Yeah, but they might be just trying to be, you know,
Here I go.
the next One Direction or Justin
Now
Bieber or
loading.
Katy Perry. You can't fault them for that. Not
No
that I like
need to
those people
overdo
in
it.
general. I do have a soft spot for Katy Perry, but she is nuts in my opinion. But at the same time, she's done some good work with humanitarian. She does support people's rights and the minority groups, so I can't fault her for that. But she is nuts, but I still like her though. I do have a soft spot for her. But anyway, I'm getting into politics now, and I don't want to do that because that's just going to cause upset, horrendous fallings out, and I don't want to do that. Everyone's entitled to their opinion and beliefs, and at the end of the day, I'm just a madman on YouTube. What weight does my opinion have? Anyway, whatever's. Right, oh, there's a dude. Oh, I guess we have to kill that dude over there because he's the one with the flu. We saw him in the second game, I think it was. I forget. Let us transform to Super Blonde. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, have we done? No, we've done Oob before. Have we done Oob before? I don't think we have done Oob before yet. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Oh, and she's costume broken. Not gonna lie though, I have to say, I think Blonde in this game, when she has had her costume ripped, and I know that's kind of pervy as well, I think she's actually quite cute. I really do. I quite like Blonde. I think she is actually quite sexy. It is, I think she's proven the point. It isn't all about the boobs. She is quite hot. I like her. But there you go. That's just me being myself. Me, myself, and Irene, and all that stuff. Right, Uberfall!
I was so close.
Ah, crap, I cancelled my... Why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that, idiot. Right, tell you what I am going to do. I am going to... The HDD drive, or whatever it's called. Boom, 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 boom.
This it?
Yeah, it was a bit pants blonde, I'm not going to lie. But then again, you go back to your sexy self, so I'm okay with that. And she's got her ultimate hammer as well. So, although she's quite slow and clunky, her weapon does a lot of damage. It does a lot. Look at that. This is the light attack, and it's doing 36,000 damage a pop. Whereas the heavy attack only does 8,000. Then it does 35,000. So I've got to be honest with you. Blonde is much better now. She's got her extra hammer. I'm not gonna lie. Her stronger hammer, sort of 3-star weapon. I don't know if there are any more weapons after that, but you never know, there might be. But for now, she's doing pretty good. Boom. Right, now then. Is there another boss enemy spawning soon? Doesn't seem to be. So I'm sure there's going to be another enemy of this orchestra stuff. Perhaps we have to fight a few more, that's why. I've done these sort of types of missions before, so... So just keep beating them up. Just keep beating them up, Nia. That's it, Blonde. You just keep beating them up. I'm trying to use the B button a bit more, the dash button, because it's actually quite good to get from A to B and keep combos going as well. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not like a combo linker necessarily, but it gives more flow to the character, especially these slow hitting ones, the heavy hitters even, like Blonde. You dash around and all that, it stops them sort of... When they reach the end of an attack chain, they really take a while to recover, but when you dash straight afterwards, that recovery period is really shortened tremendously. So it's good to use actually. Aha! There we go, we got one. We got one. You're going down, buddy. Well, that was pretty crap.
I was so
I didn't mean to cancel it. Oh, I wish I stopped doing that. And I can't transform that because I don't have enough bloody... Oh, no, now I can. It's because I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why I'm trying to do Uberfall. Uberfall! Drink!
Make me break a damn sweat. I'll crush you.
They all done? Nope, they're still attacking. Okay, nope, we've still got more to go. Oh, no, there's a new enemy spawned. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there you are. Let's get rid of you then. Hopefully you're the last one. So usually come in fours. Actually, wait, these are new enemies, these things, aren't they? The dudes with the manga pictures, they're new enemies, aren't they? I need to kill them because I need their coins. Because they're going to unlock a new medal thing then. Oh, is that the quest over? I think that's quest over. Yep, that's quest over. Everyone stopped. When everybody stops attacking you and they're just standing around, that's usually quest over. Yeah, Bebop Orchestra and Terra Hunk. Those are new enemies and new medals. That's pretty good going, actually. Yeah, 284 to 75. That's quite good, actually. That's quite an easy quest to actually do that, really. That's really cool. Alright, bit custom Magic Stone R4. I heard that unusual machines and ores are in dungeons, but they're all monsters. Do something about it. Okay. Let us have Uni and Noir, I think. Yeah, good time. Again, Uni's got her ultimate gun now. She's pretty powerful, actually, Uni. Which is good. I've gotten the hang of using her. She's a good long-range hitter as well. When she goes into her HGD form, she's pretty powerful.
The next dimension is ready for you.
Huge Dogo must fall. Sounds like a... Dugu! Dugu! Right, no problem.
If the going gets tough, pull back. Tactics run
well. Sorry, Noir. I mean, Uni. Boom! Look at that. She's actually quite good. She just stands still a lot, but she's got quite good attacks. Like, if you spam the X button, she can actually do a fair bit of damage. You can see here, actually, now she's just owning them. Look at this. Total ownage. I mean, we are double the level of the enemies as well. That does help, because I did do some grinding off screen, so... And they do hit you when you're doing that, but the fact of the matter is because I'm higher level, they tend to not stagger you so much, which is good. Right, let's do Pretty Sprite G, which did bollocks all. The best move she's got, actually, is X Multi-Buster. I think X Multi-Buster is a really good move, because it just penetrates through a lot of them. You can get a huge cluster of enemies in the way, and they can't do anything about it then. They're pretty powerful. You can see they're attacking us and they're not doing any damage whatsoever. I like it about when she turns around and starts attacking that way. It's really cool.
I'll show you my true power.
Awesome. Now she's pretty powerful. Oops. When she's facing the right way, she's pretty... There we go. Now she's powerful. She's very powerful now. She's a bit like Rom and Ram in that regard. She's really good. Just totally denounces and destroys all of them. And then she can launch this like sort of beam attack over there that just captures everybody in the way. It's good. Nicely done. Right, now then. X Multi-Buster. There we go. That took out a few of them. That's it. She's really good. Okay. Bam! There we go. Nicely done. These enemies are pretty easy to fight, really. Again, because we're higher level at the moment, and I've got all their coins, so I'm not really fussed about coins at the moment with them. It's just the art mission I might do some grinding off screen to get the coins and the medals from there. Because maybe they'll reveal the new ultimate weapons for Rom and Ram then. But we'll see. I'll have to look at the list. Maybe towards the end of the video I should look at the list of them, see what's up. Ocelot! Yes, you would. You would look like Ocelot. That's it. Go for it, girl. Go for it, girl. That's it. There we go. Easy peasy. Look at that. It's just basically just going on a huge shooting spree. She just owns them. I mean, look at the hits, look at the damage and all that. I mean, it's not the highest we've ever had it. Obviously, we've had 999 and 9,999,999 damage. But you know what? She's pretty good. Like I said, I probably did it with uni actually thinking about it. The huge dogo is there. Boom. Alright, let's take out the huge dogo then. Wait, did he just teleport? Where's the huge dogo gone? Did he teleport? Okay, that's new. They can come in and out of the battle. Oh no, we killed it! Oh okay, that was easy. I was just because I thought, oh, we teleported. Nope, we killed it. Good for you, Uni. You're looking as hot as anything.
But I know I can do better. Wow.
Yes, you could. But to be honest with you, girl, you did good. You did good, kid. You did good. Awesome.
Yes.
So let's save that. And let's go to setup then. Let's have a look at medals then. Let's see these new enemy. Here we are. So we got Careful Kit X. Okay. Defense plus 20. And defense plus 20, but nothing else. That's interesting. Oh, Careful Kit X. That could be quite useful. 700 of those. That could be done within a while. Alright. Could have been better. Oh, there's some new stuff here. Oh no, it's not new. Had these before actually, I think, for a while. Oh, we're close to getting 1,000 extra HP with him. I could do a quest with him and get that sorted. As you can see, like I said, most of the enemies I've done off screen, and I've pretty much got most of the coins. It's just the nerds I haven't really bothered with.
Right.
But yeah, you can see, you know, it's all there. Quick draft is 2-star Dengekiko's weapon. We're not really interested in that, so we're good to go. Right, let's have a look at another quest then, shall we? Let's go back to Salutations Park. The Great Three. Those three masters are so tough. I didn't even pose a challenge. Can anyone out there surpass them? Yeah, we can do it. Do it if you're being cute.
No.
Let's do verse. There we go. Well, as I said, this is becoming pretty straightforward and easy. I think this game will be done. Well, we're going to do it over the weekend. I'm not going to start a new game on the channel for your information because I've got 3 games running at the moment. I'm going to stick to 3 games running to get through these, so I might do these a bit more over the week as opposed to just the weekend. Because then after this game we will do Mega Dimension. I think there's enough appetite out there for people who's just like, please do Mega Dimension, or we can't wait for you to play Mega Dimension, or you're going to love Mega Dimension, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, well I think we're going to end up doing that, that's fine. I bet you any money, this quest here, right, I bet you any money we'll get loads of bloody coins from the ghost enemies, like the Clyde. I bet you that's what's going to happen, because I've been spending hours doing the Clyde quests we've got at the moment, and they give you like nothing more than 30 to 40 medals a quest. It took me forever to get 999 of them to get Noir's ultimate weapon. I did it though, but I bet you any money this quest will give us like way more coins now for the ghosts, and I'll be like, oh god damn it, if only I just wasted an extra video and done this quest, I'd have got it sorted within a moment, but it's done anyway, I don't have to worry about it. As you can see, I've got to say Noir as well, she's pretty hot. I mean, she looks very similar actually, you know, style to the girl that I fancied ages ago. Really hot. Obviously she didn't go around with a torn bikini outfit or anything like that, not at all, but I imagine that a lot. She was hot. But anyway, that's bygones be bygones. The past is the past. Just beating lots of enemies. Trouble is though, because they're ghost enemies, it's weird, like you have to kill them, because you think, well, they're already dead, but they're based in the Pac-Man. Are they based in the Pac-Man universe? I think they are, aren't they? So, I suppose, in a way, they're not really dead. This is going a lot slower than I thought it would. I mean, we're on 130, well, coming up to 140 enemies now. Because obviously you've got to fight so many before the boss enemies spawn again. I hate quests like this because you have to spend ages fighting these dudes over and over and over again. Not that it's a problem if you're coin gathering, that's fine, but when you're not, you're like, ah! Then again, you only have to do the quest once, and I don't think you have to do every quest in this game. Or maybe you do, actually, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, because we're nearly halfway through the game now. We're in the 40% now. And I'm not going to rush through this and try and finish it on the sly or the quick or anything. Because this game's not very long anyway, compared to the other Neptunes. It's not, the Hyperdimension games and stuff. I just would like to play Mega Dimension and really try it, but I wanted to do this first because they said there are some elements in this game that are brought up in Mega Dimension in one way or another. Not sure if it's plot-wise or anything, so I think this is a standalone game. I think it's just like mechanics and characters and stuff like that. Something along those lines. I forget what was said. Oh yeah, Volcano Dive might actually speed things up a bit. Volcano Dive's fucking awesome. It's just basically 2 nuclear explosions. It's great. That's it, Noah. You do it. You go, girl. Yes, you're in a ripped outfit, but I put you in an easily ripped outfit because you get more X-Drive meter, which means we can transform if we need to. At the moment, however, you're doing so well, I don't particularly want to. Plus, you're pleasurable to look at. And I think some of my viewers won't mind. Yes, that means I'm sort of sexualising her a bit. I apologise to you ladies out there who are well, I'm not saying conscious about that sort of thing, and I do apologise. In fact, actually, let's transform. Why not? We've seen enough of good old Noir, bless her. Let's have Lady Blackheart and start kicking some ass. Let's do a volcano rack. Boom! That was easy. And we've done it. There you go. See? We ogled, and then she did a nuclear explosion attack, and she won. Awesome.
No surprises here. I enjoy the praise. Good. I'm stronger now.
Good for you, girl. Good for you. Cool. Right, okay. Next quest. Just want to start, like I said, I'm doing these ones. Final battle? Really? That's the final battle? Oh. That was quick. Fair enough. Right, well, we'll keep doing these quests for now. Lurking. 2 of those pesky dolems appeared. There's no way I can fight them, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not. Maybe we can. Yeah, let's get Famitsu. Famitsu's been a bit underused, even though I love her to bits. She's actually not that bad combat. I did struggle with her for a little bit, but I keep forgetting that there is a way to fight quite well with her. Dolem must fall. Another one of these quests. Oh, maybe we are near the final battle then. Maybe that's it. I mean, we could do it, but I'd rather do the quest first before we do it. And then we'll try it. It might not be the final battle, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we're 50% of the quests cleared already, so... Actually, thinking about it, I don't think it will be unless there's more quests afterwards. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Who cares? Doesn't matter. So I'm saying boobs over and over again now. I'm supposed to be just basically going boo 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 boo, but I'm not. I'm actually coming up as boo 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 boobs boobs boo boo boobs. It's Bert's fault. Blame Bert. Okay, right, we're doing quite well so far. Again, there's not really much to talk about while we're doing this. I've talked about everything I really wanted to talk about game news-wise. Just trying to think of anything else that was on my head that's come up in the last recent days, but not that I know of. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I'm a bit dry. A bit dry for talking topics. I mean, outside of games as well. There's a lot going on, but it's a bit sensitive. I don't really want to talk about it. So, yes, not sure really. Disappear! Maybe, I need to find a way to capture game footage of, you know, newer consoles like the Wii U, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4. I know it can be done, it's just, a lot of the times that I've seen LPers do it, they do it with a bit of lag, where even though they've got like a more powerful computer than me and all that stuff, when it comes to console video game capturing, capture cards and stuff like that, you can do it in really good quality. You can easily get HD footage from them, which is good. But there's always a bit of lag when you're recording, and sometimes the lag can interfere with your commentary and it can cause all kinds of problems. So I don't know if there's any of you out there who know of a good sort of capture card setup or a good setup in general that's good for, you know, recording gameplay footage from consoles and stuff like that. That would be great to know. But obviously I'm not going to act on it straight away because I haven't got any money, but you know, I'm saving up what's being given to me on Patreon for just such an occasion. So, you know, it could be a long-term thing, a long-term plan, but yeah, just give me ideas. What if you've used capture cards in the past for games consoles? What have you used? I've used Dazzle and I've used Elgato, which was all right. It wasn't great, but it was all right.
Why, yes.
But you know, that's just me. Right, so we've got one new quest left in this area. Stop modding. Cute kitties are gathering parts to make something. They're cute, but there's no way I can allow them to make monsters. Can you stop them?
You got it.
I don't know. Don't.
Lame. No, let's log.
Let's do it though. Let's have a go.
Now loading.
But yeah, if there's any information out there, yeah, let me know. It'd be great. I'd love to hear some
Logic first, then
recommendations.
You'll understand.
No pressure though. If you don't know anything, don't worry about it. It's fine. Right. Let's use Famitsu's big purple... well, it's not purple anymore. No, I don't think it ever was purple, really, was it? I was going to say big purple shrimp. I just thought, where did that come from? I'm thinking, I'm sure I've watched some sort of erotic material where a purple shrimp may have been mentioned, or purple something. I don't know. Whatevers. Point being is, that was too much information. Let's carry on, shall we? Beat the crap out of these. I think we'll end the video after this, and then I think in the next video we'll I suppose we'll just crack on really as normal. I might do another one tomorrow actually, tomorrow being Sunday. Today's Saturday. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if we can. I'm not going to guarantee anything because always things usually pops up and gets in the way that I never foresee coming. Boom, boom. That's it. It'd be a very nice magazine insert from Mitsu, I won't lie, but obviously with your consent. If you haven't got consent, I can only dream. And also you're fictional, so as a character, not as a magazine. Famitsu magazine does exist in real life, but still. I'm being weird again, sorry. It's because I haven't got anything to talk about. Just all I can do is beat these creatures up and just hope for the best. But you've leveled up, that's a good thing. I said, I've got to be honest, overall, I think I'll talk about the game overall so far. It's very simple and repetitive, but I've enjoyed it. I've actually generally enjoyed this game. I don't think it's, like I said, the best game ever or anything, but I'd certainly... I don't know why, maybe it's just me being dull again. I quite like sort of hack-and-slash beat-em-up games. Not that they have to be repetitive or anything, but I've always been interested in playing the Dynasty Warriors series. Sort of a similar concept, except obviously a bit more deeper, and it involves like Japanese history and Indian history and stuff like that. I've recently got a copy of Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U. I haven't played it yet, but that's basically Dynasty Warriors, but with Zelda characters, which I thought was quite an interesting sort of take on things. You know, it wasn't. I don't think it was developed by Nintendo. I think it was. It might have been Nintendo might have contributed towards the development, or at least just given over the properties of The Legend of Zelda to KT Studios, I think it was. I made it. Same people who made. I think it's the same people who made Dead or Alive and Project Zero made in the Blackwater and all the Project Zero games. Oh, excuse me, got caught mid-yaw, my bad. Oh, this guy's trying to do fancy moves. Well, we have to put a stop to that. Yep, he's down. That's it. Quest over. Woo, woo, woo. Good girl.
My victory cry.
Well, it's not a victory cry, but it's certainly a victory pose, and it's one that I'm very pleased to see.
Should have been a 40 out of 40. Time to get some first-hand experience.
Stronger.
Excellent. Alright then, I think that'll do for now for this video. And then next video, let's see what we've got left to do. We've got Quest in Dynamite Volcano, Quest in Dugu Got Game. So there's not many quests left, really.
Yeah.
There's 4 quests and then the final one. And that's it, really. But it doesn't look like it's going to be the final one. I cannot imagine these 4 quests are going to make up the rest of the quests being cleared. So I'm assuming it's going to be a big battle and there'll be some more to it. But either way, can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully next time we'll have more to talk about and more progress being made. So until then, take it easy, have a good one, I hope you're well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.